Oh my god, exploit. Respond to button clicks, please. Thank you.
Betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planner war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace, a brave people of the hearts conquered conquerors alike. Of these who speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire, of those who speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them.
All these.
An age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
Oh no. An age where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king. It's the problem with prophecy at the beginning of the campaign. Now I gotta figure out a way for somebody to be the king. Hey, Fox. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Circus campaign, season 3, episode 12. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by Ahmed and Mark tonight. How is everyone doing? I'm gonna unmute your faces. Your word holes can now make noises that others can hear. Awesome. How is everyone doing tonight? Kenny, Foxwire, good to see you. Polizzi, how do you do? Yeah, we played when? Saturday last?
Saturday, yeah.
Some of us did. Mark just watched, like he had work to do or something lame like that. But
I was at work. My coworkers are going, "You got stuff to do. Get off. What are you doing? Get off your phone."
Did you end up watching the episode, Mark?
Yeah, I watched it on my time off there.
Okay. Did you like the mythic Faustian Pact?
Yes, I did.
It's pretty cool.
Yes, and I couldn't help but think, Damien wants to see that so bad, and he doesn't even know it.
Doesn't know it exists. Yep. Oh, right. Given that he's a lawyer, this is like the pinnacle of lawyer craft.
There's a pitch. He's pitching for some reason. You know?
Right. Right.
Why does this pad jump up on me as soon as we go live? It's like,
Because-
I don't care about you till...
Because your cat knows that there are more than, just you watching.
Your cat's got more followers than you.
What's your cat's name?
Libby.
Libby?
What is it? Libertine Angelica is what my wife called her.
I would
Okay.
not do a search on that.
Nope.
That's not gonna be good.
Oh, Libby looks like a little fluff ball. All right. Ahmed, what's going on with you?
Not much, man. Work is good. Family good. Summer spring is starting to peek its head. So hopefully there's gonna be some airsofting happening soon.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you meant your kids would be out of school and they'll be home all the time, but...
Depression. Instant depression. Nah, it's fun to do.
All right. Well, yeah. Now that you got them playing video games and basically simple role-playing games,
They're role playing.
that's
My son
awesome.
made an actual board game, like made cards and like made little figurines and shit.
That's awesome.
Apparently, Judi Dench DMs for her children.
Who?
Or her grandchildren, rather.
Who?
Judi Dench.
I
M
don't-
from the James Bond movies. Latest ones.
Oh,
I am googling Judi Dench. Oh, the old lady. Okay. All right. Fine. Cool. Awesome. I like Judi Dench now. There's like awesome. Why don't we do a quick recap of what happened last game? Last game was episode 11, called Unauthorized Mortals. During a period of during a period of rest deep within the tomb, they find a powerful scroll and break the seal, reading its contents. It contains
warnings.
Yeah, despite warnings.
Multiple warnings.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in. Despite many warnings.
I do remember just seeing in the stream. Read it. And I was one of them.
Upon its pages are a mythic Faustian pact. Later, Grizaak teleports some of the rescued adventurers out of the tomb demiplane using the special funerary rod. The remaining adventurers, both new and old, remain to plunder the tombs and to seek out the infernal sword that can only be destroyed in a bath of Asmodeus's tears.
Does his blood count as tears?
Or so says the helpful ghost of one of the Adellan patriarchs.
It's probably easier to kill Asmodeus than destroy this sword.
So you could take the sword, like, help me destroy Asmodeus, that way you can never be destroyed.
Warnings over table are just like in video games. You'll never really do what you're warned against doing. Very important for moving the story forward.
Exactly.
Don't look down, guys. Don't.
Everyone's like, huh?
It's kind of true, because if your characters did what was sensible, they wouldn't be adventuring at all.
Well, there would be no conflict, right? It would all be stuff forced upon you, and then you'd run.
We can
which
find
is
a solution.
which is how you survive a Call of Cthulhu game, though. So it depends on the role playing game.
It depends on the game. Yeah.
It depends on the game. When you take Buck, the illiterate farm poke that is not curious about anything, has bad eyesight, and just a strong will.
Civil defense. I don't know. Don't need to know. Don't want to know. Nuh-uh. Over there's bad. That's all.
How could you be farming at a time like this? Oh, you do what you know, and everything else will just work out just fine. There's Cthulhu-like monsters fucking eating people from the town. He's out in the field.
That's unfortunate.
Oh,
Picking his
Marcus
corn or
looking like
something.
It's going to be a little sparse.
Oh, funny. Drakester, how's it going?
Hey, Kenny, Foxy, what's happening, guys? Oh yeah. And everybody else is online.
Okay, you guys had breached into this level beyond the teleportation circle, marked H1, that had a fight with a sailor piratish ghost that was riding around in a giant elemental of water and some strange crab-like demons.
That was fun.
You quickly checked out two side chambers that seemed strangely symmetrical at the same time. The wording suggests equal but opposite. There was a mist-filled staircase with 3 runes on the front. Each of the 3 major Adellan clan families represented by the runes: the Howling Medusa, the Fork-tongued Medusa, and the Cross-eyed Medusa. I believe that you touched the rune to the Fork-eyed Medusa, and that led that kind of changed the destination of where the stairs were leading, and you went into the Voxus crypt. You found some ghosts that were easily dispatched with your ghost touch bow, and looted some treasure that included some of Hector's remains, or Hector's gear, sorry, and a considerable amount of wealth. It looked like nobody but yourselves, adventurer-wise, have been in that tomb. You wandered back up the stairs. I got rid of all the invisibilities. I'm pretty sure you guys have round per level invisibilities up, so I got rid of them. Feel free to add invisibility if you've got minutes per level going. And then, what are you doing now that everyone has come up the stairs? Grizaak, I think, conjured a bunch of air that is keeping the mist from forming.
An hour and a half or something.
Yeah. You've
Are we on Necropolis right now?
We are on the tomb of the Iron Medusa map. I can force you guys to where.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. Viz.
You also found a third key. I believe you have a key with a Howling Medusa face, a key with the Forked Medusa tongue, and the key with the Cross-eyed Medusa.
Yeah.
Of course, they're there may be, you surmise, 2 other settings, or maybe more, to this strange stair that contains the runes. Clearly, the one with the fork is activated and glowing, while the other 2 are not.
Yeah, let's, why don't we try the other ones?
How are we for magic and hit points, etc., etc.?
Hit points. It looks like everyone's doing pretty good. You fared pretty well in that adventure, or sorry, in the last couple of fights, and
I don't think that anybody got hit.
I think there was some healing doled out afterwards.
Okay.
As for spells, I'm not sure. Kamos hasn't cast very much, and Vlauving hasn't used many of his powers.
Grizaak, let me tell you. Grizaak's used a lot of spells, but I still got a lot on the tank.
Zira was someone knocking off spells that she was casting, or
Yeah, they've been marked off. The Zira didn't do that much. I mean, she did. She was effective, but she didn't. Like, caster doesn't always have to cast. So
no, oh yeah, totally.
Okay, but by this point in time, minute per levels from the fight with the giant water being, after exploring and looting that are all gone, your 10-minute per levels or more are
Right.
probably still going.
Okay.
we can hit we can hit one of the other,
Yep. That's fine.
but we shouldn't all be here.
Alright, I can just summon, hey, Rennie, how did you activate that thing? Do you have to do anything special, or you just touch it?
I just touched it, he says.
Well, just summon a couple of things to go in this. Some that way.
I'm just taking off spells. Sorry.
Zira or Zeta? Zeta, right? You were talking about Zeta.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Your
Zeta.
character.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I marked them off, man.
No, but I mean from her token, I'm taking off the spells that would go down.
Oh, sorry.
Curse you, He-Man!
They were talking about Skeletor.
I'll get you next time, He-Man.
I need to create a skeleton character now and just do a Skeletor voice.
No, you don't.
Yeah. The epic lich.
Oh, that is just not a nice idea. Really.
Nah. I need more gems for my skull! Don't ask why!
Yes, I have a shifter named Beastman.
Beast Lord.
I'm gonna get everybody over here
Wait
out
a
of the way
minute.
of this. Are we gonna get?
Rennie, do you want to touch it, or Callie, what are you doing?
You want me to touch the symbol?
No, hold on. I was gonna get. You ask, hey, Rennie, should we worry about traps, or you summon something to do
Yeah,
it?
I will check for the trap, because you are also fragile, because I am a undead monstrosity.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And also expandable.
He said something like that. Maybe not those exact words.
No, he probably didn't refer to himself as a monstrosity. But...
I'm paraphrasing.
All right, so Renee has a look around for traps. He sees that there is magic related to these runes, but there's no obvious effect that would affect the person touching them, which I think was the same.
Yeah.
Which was the same result as last time. If
Okay,
you
so, who were we using last time to use the keys?
What keys?
Like the keys for the Medusa's bases.
The keys for the Medusa's faces, you surmise, would fit inside of the teleportation circle.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we
This
got
this
two
all you
different-
required is just to kind of like to touch it with your foot or your hand.
All right. So we'll just do the next one, I guess.
Okay, you chose the one in the middle, so which one is the next one?
We'll go left.
The howling Medusa face?
Wait, what was the middle one?
The forked tongue.
Forked tongue.
So wait, we got either the howling one, and that makes me think of banshees, which is bad, or the cross-eyed one, which makes me think if she's an archer, she's gonna miss a lot.
Oh, that's weird.
She's really bad at this.
All right, Zeta's making jokes about the symbols. Kamos steps forward and offers some advice, given that it looks like you guys are stuck, trying to make a decision.
No, Zeta is going to make a knowledge nobility,
Yep.
because these are variations on the Adella family crest, right?
Yeah, these are there's the Adella family clan, and then there are 3 major families that are part of the clan, and you've already known a little bit about them before from past roles, and I can, given that time has gone by, so the leftmost is the Howling Medusa, which is the sigil of the Sardisi noble family. The Sardises, let's see. The Sardises had a bunch of their women folk murder their husbands.
Nice.
The Voxuses had a war between 2 brothers and had a naval tradition. And the Dalums were the ones that blasphemed against the 5-faced god.
Let's save that one for last.
Okay.
We've already fought the naval tradition. Been through that one?
Yep. In fact, you're pretty sure that the ghost was one of the Voxuses.
Yep.
The order of the runes are also the order of the great empty mausoleums. I guess they would be cenotaphs if they don't contain bodies on the surface.
I guess. Okay. Yes, that's
Hey, sorry, America Vane. I have a question for you.
what is your question, Talisman?
I mean, I think, are you gonna use your friend's gear? Because I think it's better for you.
He has a +2 strength, +2 con belt. You have a +2 strength belt.
I mean, it's the best way to honor him.
The best way to honor him would be burying him with all of his gear,
Yeah,
giving him the
yeah,
full honors he deserves.
Well, I was trying to get a spirit out of here. That's what I was suggesting.
Given the circumstances, you're probably correct.
Why don't we try to see if we can conserve our spells for this next tomb?
Agreed. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be doing this. Today, anyways.
Okay. Zero will stay back. Vlauvang will guard her.
Grizaak's peeing in the corner.
He's
Don't
peeing.
mind me, I'm almost done.
Okay, he's peeing on some funerary urns.
Wait, why did my here we go.
Hey, Demon Lord.
Almost done. Alright, okay.
I don't think the ghost will like that, says Callie. Oh, can I tap this one?
Hey, Zeta, you wanna get out of the way there? You come over here, sweetie. There you go. And he grabs her arm lightly, like, come on, things get blowing up here. Get crispy real quick. It's not good.
Kamos just nods and goes off to the side.
There you go, buddy. Get your horny butt over there.
He smiles a polite smile at Grizaak.
He looks at the other girls and looks back.
That guy's gonna kill me the next chance he gets.
Yeah, is he is doing a sense motive on him because she trusts him to get as far as she can throw him.
Okay, sure. Let's see.
I got heroism on right now, so even better. Look, 2. 28.
Okay. Oh, you've got a good sense motive.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
It's got a 33.
Okay.
But like you plus 9. That's not. Eventually, you'll catch him in a lie. He's just smiling. It's fine.
Kali, step back and let Renee do his work.
I wanted to touch it.
Fine.
Okay. She taps it with her foot really quickly, and
She mutters to himself, that's how she got in trouble with Sam.
the glow seems to die on the forked tongue Medusa crest and sort of flare up at the same rate of on the howling Medusa crest. And she runs around the corner. She's still watching it though. Leaving Renee standing there. He kind of the mists. There's more of a flash because the mists would have the mists are being spread apart. However, after the flash, there seem to be a whole bunch of mists at the bottom of the stairs that continue that haven't been disturbed by the air. You definitely get a sense that this staircase is the back half of this staircase is weathered well over time, or better than the Voxus crypt. You can see down into the crypt a little bit. I'm exposing part of it. It opens up into a larger area, kind of like a vault with tall pillars holding up the ceiling.
Does Grizaak see his spell still going?
Which spell?
The control winds.
Yep, you probably centered it on this part of the stairs. So the control winds is now spreading the mist that was lingering along the staircase.
But is it still here?
It's still here.
Okay. So what is actually different? Is the stairs longer?
Yeah, everything beyond this, I'll draw a blue line, leads to a new staircase.
Oh, okay, I just saw that.
Holy fuck.
There's something there's an image there. I'm like, something's there.
Okay.
I mean, this is interesting here, but why doesn't one of us stay out here while the rest of you guys go, just in case these things reset? You all get stuck in there.
Zira is staying behind along with Lave.
He looks at you, sense motive. You don't have to. He's not hiding anything.
Okay, well, I get a 25 minimum. So.
Yeah, it's like someone we trust.
We got the treasure. Probably like, we got it. Like, so Grid
Like, all right, so when we got here, none of those things were active, and no stairs led nowhere. So at some point, these things reset on their own. So I don't know how long that is, but I don't want to be down there when they do.
Fine. For in the interest of saving spells, perhaps I will stay behind. Would that make you feel better?
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe Callie, if you stay with Zeta, that's good. That's good protection there. Definitely could use another dwarf, right there, buddy? Yeah, I know. I hate you too. All right, let's go.
You're making noise in Father's tomb.
And it starts.
Or perhaps we'll just fight whatever that is.
All right, here we go.
Quiet. Drusus was your better.
You hear something moving around there, something that more of a fluttering noise.
Oh, flipping.
Get your bow out there, Benny.
So Marty, our minute per levels are gone.
Yep.
I agree somebody should remain up here to make sure that this thing doesn't close behind us. We took a big risk with the last one.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking stupid, indeed. So, I think Callie and Zeta are, they're pretty good here. Or Callie and why do we say Callie and Zera? And
Oh, okay.
The ghost, dear. You don't want to punch a ghost. What do you?
There is nothing of interest to me in this crypt, says K-Mouse.
I guess Murgovane is staying.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna check my life real quick.
Right now, Murgo.
All right.
Hey, Renee, get your bow ready.
So it's Grizaak, Murgovane,
Grizaak,
Zeta, and Renee?
Yeah, these guys. Will be.
Okay, you want to roll initiative for those guys? There's something down there that is demanding you to be quiet. Like some sort of infernal librarian, perhaps.
You robbing? Coming?
No, he's going to guard Zera. He spent some time with Zera in her shadow hut. And they may have come to some sort of agreement.
Okay. All right.
Grizaak's sensing like he's much more amicable towards Zera after that short rest.
Okay. I guess we move in.
Yep. Need to find the combat sheet. There we go.
Your presence is disturbing. My father.
Our presence not gonna be the only thing disturbing your father.
Have you brought him offerings?
You know, your yelling is probably also disturbing your father.
She's just incomprehensible.
As he's notching, he's got like 4 arrows in his hand. Like,
Right, yeah.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
All right.
I wonder where you are.
We'll call it Drusus's daughter. And she has a plus 12 on her initiative. Did you enter all the initiatives, or are these left over from last time?
These are left over, so
Okay.
I'll roll.
Renee? Yeah, just roll
4 checks.
4 d20s, please.
Phone number sign 1d20. Assign them as you will. 12, 13, 9, 18.
Okay, Renee got a 12, Grizaak got a 13, Zeta got a 9, and Murgovane got an 18. Okay, Renee is the first to react as you guys are coming down the stairs. This
Yeah, he's got an arrow notch and ready to.
Yep. This particular tomb has a 20-foot vaulted ceiling, glittering along the sides, but not casting very much light, are hundreds of little black candles. You don't know who lit them. They are flickering, almost like they are partially real and partially not. There is a empty alcove to the north that is about maybe 5 feet off the ground. There is a bubbling fountain, and something that is coming rapidly closer to you. It looks like a wild-haired, very aggressive, ghostly figure of a calmly smiling humanoid that is shifting between a normal human and a desiccated corpse. Swirling around her looks like an entire entourage of lesser spirits that are kind of bobbing up and down behind her, and she is rapidly coming towards her. We'll call her Drusus's daughter. Okay, Renee.
Renee's gonna. Oh, he's going to open up with his crossbow.
His longbow.
His longbow. Not the good start. Let's see what he's got here. Okay. We don't have any spells running. So he's using the Ghost Touch. So what is your 2 hits, sir? Plus 24.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Plus 24.
Adam doesn't do the math for us, so we can give him a hard time about that.
I'm missing plus 24.
Ranged. Let's rebuild this. Ranged for Renee is Bab 10. Dex plus 6.
Yep.
So
Plus
his
3.
his
Well,
normal.
he's not using. He's using the Ghost Touch. I don't know what the plus is in that.
He has a ghost touch bow.
Yeah.
The ghost touch bow
I'm checking it gear.
is a +1 ghost touch composite longbow, strength 14. Great. So based off of his range, +1 ghost touch. This should be +16
Bracers
range.
are actually lesser.
+1 bracers, +1 magic. He has point blank shot, which doesn't apply. He's got weapon focus, so +1 weapon focus. He has weapon training 2, so +2 weapon training because he is a fighter.
Fighter.
So that looks like +21.
2021.
And then deadly aim at his bab is a -3. So
18. Yeah, we're missing a 1 there because his +3 is a +24. Like he's got a +24 and a +3 bow.
nope. That
No.
Oh,
so there's a 1 difference somewhere. I don't know where it is.
yeah, I'm not sure either.
That's fine. We'll just go with what we have. So plus 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So plus 18 with his deadly aim. What's PBS again?
Point blank shot. That's within 30
okay.
feet.
We don't need that. Rapid shot is
Rapid shot is -2. Yep.
So 16. And many shot.
There's no difference.
Is it? I don't remember. I haven't done.
No, many shot. There's no penalty. It's just an extra arrow on the first shot.
Okay, so he's got plus 16s.
1 magic.
And he's
3
got a
strength.
10 bab, so
Any bard song or no? Or is this the
haven't started.
snapshot?
This is a snapshot. So you take a shot first. So deadly aim, many shot. I don't think rapid shot applies. Does it?
Yeah, you could rapid shot.
Okay, deadly aim, rapid shot, many shot. Which is -2, so it'll be plus 16.
Go for it.
We'll do this quicker next time, guys.
After all that math,
And
and a
it
net 1.
And it begins.
Roll to confirm.
So does a 23 hit?
No, that's a critical miss.
Oh no!
Oh wait, it's the first round of combat. Flat-footed, it does hit her. So it would have
Okay.
hit. Yeah.
Merde.
Second attack, he's got his rapid shot.
20 plus 16.
21, that misses. The ghost kind of flickers out of existence for a moment, and then the last shot is at a -5.
This is not going well. 27. He hits.
27 actually hit. Yep, and it's a ghost touch weapon, and it seemed to strike her, and she makes a blood-curdling scream when she's in pain.
So he's doing 1d8 plus 7 plus, no, so plus 16. 1d8 plus 16.
1d8 plus 16.
Yeah,
22 damage. Nice. So that injured the very enraged spirit. We can zoom in upon that thing.
She's not happy.
She snarls at that. And that was Renee's go. Now it is Drusus's daughter's go. She is going to fly rapidly forward.
Oh shit.
Actually, She moves a single move forward.
And yells at us.
Here we go.
And then pelts with sort of a wave of her hand about 20 or so of the little candles that are lit, little ghost candles along the walls. There are hundreds of them. Go flying towards Renee and Zeta.
Oh.
Thank you, no.
Okay, 8 of them are attacking Renee. What is Renee's AC?
Renee's AC is 37.
Okay. Holy crap. Okay, so a bunch of these things don't hit Renee. They kind of explode into little dark flame kind of explosions as they hit him. He gets hit a bunch of times in his armor, at least, and doesn't seem to be affected. However, Zeta getting pelted by these
shit.
weird necromantic candles.
4. Oh, not one in there. Does that matter?
What's your AC, Zeta?
Flat-footed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do have mage armor on, so it's
This is actually touch AC.
yeah, that's it's a versus touch. Awesome. So it'll be 12.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 of these things explode against you.
I don't suppose it's fire damage.
Nope, you take 16 negative energy damage.
Ouch.
And it's a spellcraft check DC 25 to know what power she used.
Mark knows, but
Spellcraft 25.
Mm-hmm.
See if this asshole knows what it is.
got it.
Many spirits are good at flinging things, and the power to fling things is called telekinesis.
Mm-hmm. Not yeah.
And there are still hundreds of little candles left.
Well then, we have some fun prepared for you, bitch.
Grizaak. Renee did a good job at blocking a lot of them, but you kind of suspect after getting pelted by them that they wouldn't have done anything to Renee. Grizaak.
That was 16. Yeah.
Sparky's bumping into you.
Grizaak is going to cast. Sparky's spell is gone as well, isn't it?
Aw, cute.
If I
Cute
cast
birds.
Call Lightning, can he use it right away?
Yep.
Yeah, I cast Call Lightning.
Okay, and then Sparky calls down one of the lightning bolts.
Yep.
Is it a
Yes,
touch
alright.
AC?
No, it's just a reflex and a SR. I'm just checking. Yeah, it's SR and reflex for half.
No SR.
Okay, so the reflex for this is 22. So it's 25. 25.
If you don't have offerings for Father, then you are the offering.
AC or reflex 25. Ready?
Oh, you want me to roll?
You can just say one and we'll believe you.
Failed.
Failed. Okay, so question: does the winds created by my spell affect this at all?
No.
God damn it! All right. Okay. It's not very powerful, but it is something that.
All right.
Okay, it's just 3d6. 9 damage.
Becomes 4.
4.
They just pissed her off. Murgovane. Then I guess Sparky and Grizaak could move, but
Mergovane is going to always be the hell back here. He is going to cast Bull Strength.
His muscles tense. A leathery kind of creaking to his scales as his musculature bulges.
And he is going to give himself as a move action.
Those lizardy thews.
Yeah. He's going to give himself lunge, vital strike, and improve vital strike.
Okay, Mergovane takes a stance and waves his axe around and gets ready to go in. Standard in a move.
Standard a move.
5 step? No? Yes?
Yeah, he may as well 5-foot step.
Zeta! Who just got pelted
Zeta.
by all these necro candles.
5-foot steps behind Mergovane. And,
It's like a castling maneuver.
and she uses one hand to flick a bunch of magic missiles, and then uses the other hand to flick a bunch of magic missiles.
Oh, you have quicken spell. Nice.
I do.
This creature is enraged as all these missiles, despite its flailing, hit it and do damage. She seems to send some of the spirits around her to move and pop as the missiles come in, but the barrage is relentless and it does quite a bit of damage.
36.
Wow. Yeah, boy. I did 4.
Okay, that pissed the ghost off, but it still seems to have a lot of kick.
Okay, someone please kill it now.
Renee.
Oh wait, move action. She's going to begin a bard song.
Cool. Renee.
So +3, so plus 19 with all the good stuff.
Okay, so give me 2 rolls.
2 rolls?
Well, 3 rolls. His rapid shot, and then his last shot. Just roll 3d20s.
Okay. 3d20. Okay.
Missed.
Because I'm awesome. Holy fuck.
Missed, and that last one is actually a hit.
Okay,
Wait a
make sure
second.
it's not
Plus 12? You got more than plus 12, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Because of Bard Song.
Yeah.
Roll to confirm the critical miss.
8.
By 1, it's not a critical miss. I believe his plus is plus 19.
19 would have been a plus 50. The second shot is still at full bab?
Yep.
Okay. And then he has a third. Then you'd have another shot.
He did. You did 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Okay. He hit once.
Okay. 1d8. We said plus 9 plus.
See, it's not only centaurs that are gonna roll all ones.
It's incredible. All right. So your damage here is
Man,
plus
Renee as his shots with the
16,
bow are
17
not
plus 19.
not on par.
I thought he would have just. Wow. 20.
Okay, one of the arrows finally catches the spirit, and she still has a lot of kick left to her.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Drusus's daughter is going to angrily fly forward.
Be
Really?
prepared, Fox. Mergovane prepared.
As little as that electricity did, you still see a little bit of it sparking around her, causing her pain.
The lightning?
Yep.
Allow me. Yeah.
Okay. She's going to continue to move forward. She goes to here. She then plucks one of the spirits that are around her with her hand and breathes into it some sort of spell. Spellcraft check. DC 27.
Oh boy. 27.
Uh-oh.
She just breathed a harm spell into one of the spirits. The harm spell and the spirit goes cackling towards Zeta.
No!
It now needs to make a touch attack against her touch AC. 31.
Do you have mirror image or something?
Nope, I've got nothing right now. I didn't know she could do that.
Harm.
It's a will save though, so that's...
There is a will save as she's a caster level. Okay, this is a will save or take negative energy damage. Harm cannot reduce the character's hit points to less than 1. It's gonna do 150 damage, save for half.
No, you will not.
The DC is a DC 23 will save as the spirit comes closer and kind of bumps into, goes right into Zeta's chest. The spirit kind of fades after that, but the harm effect doesn't. Bunch of pustules and things ripping across your torso and kind of rupturing violently.
Natural 20, 20, yeah.
So you take 75 points of negative energy damage.
Well, let me tell you. I got 1 hit point left.
Zeta has 16 damage. And...
Yeah, making that save was irrelevant.
Okay.
Oh, she still couldn't have dropped you more than 1.
No, that's what I'm saying. She got 1 hit point left, regardless of whether she made the save.
Got it. So do you have 75 hit points left?
Nope.
Okay, that is a fortitude save DC 15 to survive the shock of having the front side of your torso ripped open in pustules.
That might be an issue.
How much? What's your fort save?
It's plus 10 right now.
And what's the DC?
15.
15. I mean, the odds are good, don't get me wrong, but...
Okay. Zeta survives the harm spell. She's looking at Zeta. She's smiling.
You will be the sacrifice.
Alright, fuck this.
You will be the sacrifice.
And a bunch of the spirits are all kind of giggling, like... Grizaak.
Grizaak.
80 hit points, huh? Whew.
What the fuck?
Frontline Bard.
Sorry?
Frontline Bard, she is not.
Nope.
She's a back ranks advisor. What's Grizaak doing?
It's my turn. Okay. So Grizaak's going to, let's see, what's my most powerful spell in here? I can lightning arc her. Lightning arc will do, I think, I'll do 12. Yeah, I'll do 12d6. I'll lightning arc her. 2 creatures or objects that must be within. So I'll pick, I'm gonna pick her and I'm gonna pick, what the fuck, man? Her and this column, I guess, or her
Okay.
and her, if I can.
Yeah, her and the column are fine. There's an arc of electricity. It doesn't really do much to the stone column.
Reflex half.
Yep. She does not like the lightning. Rolls a nat 1.
Is that critical? So my caster level is actually +1 because I have that awesome item. So I roll an extra d6.
Yeah, you've got a couple of items that give you caster level bonuses, I think.
No, I only have 1 extra dice because of that item. There's only 1 item.
The orange iron stone gives you a +1
Yeah.
caster level.
There's nothing else. I don't think I have anything else. I shouldn't. No, nothing. Unless somebody put it on me without me noticing.
Why does it say 14 for call lightning?
Because Call Lightning Storm is my.
Oh, I see.
It's my.
Specialized spell.
Spell. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And this is not call lightning. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, go.
Alright.
Do it.
15.
31 electrical does 15 damage. The electricity, however, is kind of reverberating around her and still causing her pain. It's doing something additional that you don't quite understand. Is Sparky or Grizaak taking a move action? As lightning arcs up into the chamber.
Grizaak saw that shit. And is taking a. Balls. Well, Sparky's gonna do his Call Lightning.
Okay. Is it another reflex save?
Yep.
Made it.
Yeah, I made it. 5, so it becomes fucking 2 becomes 1. One damage.
Okay, that little spark is still bouncing around her and bouncing around the spirits that she's pulling in tow.
Yeah, as a move action, fuck. Step behind Renee. Step behind.
Oh, Sparky, shit's gonna get serious here in a second.
Okay, Murgovane.
I know that was very weak.
He is going to rage.
He gets very angry.
5 feet. There. Well, you may as well go all the way in. He's going to rage. He's putting up mirror image while he's raging.
I'm just gonna get a spittle when I get stronger.
So he's got 5 images up.
Cool.
One level of alchemist, trust me.
1d20.
For the mutagen.
Yep.
Twinkie.
Cherry picking.
I think enough of my characters have done that. It's enough. Hang on. Whoa, power attack, arcane strike. Here we go, rage. Plus 25.
Whew. Okay, don't roll 1.
Okay.
Yeah, you stick the Dwarven War Axe right through her. It seems to do damage. Taking some of her horde of spirit things away from her.
Okay. Oh, shoot. So, I guess 22.
22, 120. And she's now bloodied.
Okay, hopefully Renee can fucking put her down.
Zeta.
She is going to cast haste.
Okay.
Continue the bard song. Go up the stairs very quickly.
Where the others are
Yeah.
taking cover. Okay. Let's move her up the stairs.
Yeah.
She was right about there, so it's about 10 feet to here. And then that's 30
She would have
feet.
overland flight up. There's no reason for her not to.
So yeah, double move gets her around the corner.
Single move.
Single move gets her up and around the corner.
Yeah.
The other adventurers, are they doing anything? Is there any healing going on Zeta?
Yeah, Zera's gonna go. He's gonna. Boop. I guess she can just do it because I'm guessing Zeta's out of the combat now.
She's up top of the stairs. So do what you think is appropriate. Probably a cure serious.
The most powerful thing she's got.
Well, most powerful thing she's got is her 4th circle. So cure critical. Go ahead. 4d8 plus 11.
28.
Nice.
Would you care for a bit of help, dear? Offers Kamos.
She just chuckles at him like, "Fuck off, asshole." He's equivalent of an ambulance chaser. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
That's funny.
Renee, who is
no. All right.
Point blank
ready to
shot.
Get this now.
so
Yep.
you're at plus 20s now.
16, 17, 18, 19. No, she's 21. Plus 21. Because point blank.
Oh,
And haste.
Yeah, she came in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's 3 at plus 21.
Yep.
Yep.
37, 29.
There we go.
25.
All hits.
There we go.
And then 2 more. 1 more.
2 more should be.
One more. First one's his
That's
many
right.
shot. Second
Out of
one's his
10.
rapid shot. Third one's his
21,
his haste shot,
16,
and then
26.
hits right on.
4 hits.
Nice.
So 4d8 plus 20. Yaga. Let's go back here. Fucking Renee, where are you, buddy?
You
There
want
he
some
is.
help with his damage? Let's see. His normal damage is plus 7. Deadly aim is plus 9. Point blank shots
16.
plus 10. So plus 17. The bard song becomes plus
20.
20.
And he hit 5. And he hit 4 times.
4 times.
So 80.
And then I think there's a little bit more for the many shot. I'm just going to add another d8 plus 10. We'll call that even.
Yeah.
So 127.
Holy crap.
117. I'm sorry, 117.
How you like me now?
17 is
There, I was using the
2.
wrong end of the bow.
37. I guess it was too far away. With the last arrow, as she's being punctured, she kind of imploded onto herself and took her small storm of spirit victims with her. All the candles kind of flickered, and then their lights all go out, as if she lit them in the ethereal plane or in some ghostly realm, leaving behind the many necromantic candles.
This
Yeah.
place is so fucked up.
She
Seriously.
she is now gone.
Hey, good job there, Renee.
CR15.
Thank you, Grizaak. You don't have to tap me on the ass every time I kill something.
The walls of the room are contain frescoes that depict a handsome red-haired man of noble mien engaged in acts of heroic prowess, single-handedly dispatching a cohort of fearsome demons, speaking to an adoring throng, leading a column of imperial soldiers towards an enormous mob of like barbarians, I guess. On a raised dais in the alcove in the northern wall, there is a sarcophagus here that you can see now that you've moved into the room against the far wall of a mahogany carved with intricate designs of intertwining vines.
Hey, guys, it's clear. Come on down.
He just like, oh.
Except for Zeta, you got pretty fucked up there. I think you pooped a bit. It's, I mean, that's embarrassing.
Mergovane will give some healing to Zeta.
Actually, yeah. Grizaak will fly up to you. He'll give you a heal spell. Or not a heal spell, sorry, a healing spell. Cure critical wounds.
Okay.
He's like Mergovane's like, you're doing a lot of fighting here, buddy. I prepared for this.
So 48 plus 11. No. Fuck. 19.
Okay. Hang on.
48. I got 8 on a 48.
Murgovane cast the same spell.
There you
24.
go. Alright, fine, whatever then.
She's doing pretty good now.
How much damage does she have?
She got 8 damage left.
Okay, hold on.
So Grizaak's gone back up the stairs to heal.
Yeah, he just flew over to
Zeta?
heal.
Okay.
D8 plus 5.
Zito, come back down.
You're good. You got 7 healing.
Okay. So she got 1 damage then.
There you go.
I hate ghosts.
Yeah, you and me. Apparently that one liked lightning, though. I wonder what was going on there.
Is there a knowledge arcana or knowledge or some kind of knowledge that we can roll to see what the lightning was doing there?
Knowledge religion?
Religion? Yeah, give me a roll.
I don't got no, don't have that. See if Renee can see that.
Hang on a sec.
Renee was there. Knowledge religion. $13.
It was undead.
Zeta will take a 10 and get 27.
Okay.
Oh,
You're
no, wait, sorry, 29. She got heroism up.
This thing was called a Nemhane. Nemhanes are formed very rarely when a soul deliberately assumes undead as a means to protect a person, object, place, or ideal.
Okay then.
Often a priest or ally volunteers for the transformation, protecting their master even beyond death. By the way she was talking, maybe she was protecting her father.
That guy was an asshole. I probably assume he's also a ghost. So, probably around here somewhere.
These are well beyond. They have the powers well beyond regular ghosts. Like, you were in a lot of trouble there.
Yeah. No kidding.
Effectively, it would have just had to touch you after the harm spell, and you would have died.
Yeah, I know how it would have gone.
The bound spirits around a Nemhane are either close relatives or friends they had in their life, perhaps even victims. It is not a good thing. Renee starts poking around and having a look at some of the pillars as he's walking up.
Grizaak's gonna do a walk around the perimeter.
Okay.
He's gonna follow Renee to see about like traps and shit.
Yep.
His stone cunning is plus 28. So if I take, I guess 10, it's 38. Do you want me, let me know if you want me to roll or if you want to go with whatever.
Yeah, I want one roll.
Okay.
I might use that in a little bit.
36.
Okay, Renee stops at this pillar, and Grizaak sees it too, that this particular pillar actually has some words in it, inscribed at the front of it.
Is there a wall here, or is this a step?
That is a step up, and there are walls to either side. The inscription says... Ursula.
Says what?
It just says simply a name. It says Ursula, and then it gives some dates that are very early in the
Invasion.
The invasion. Ursula would have only been 31 years old.
Yeah, could have possibly. Wait a minute.
Do these columns on the side have other? Do these columns on the side also have names?
You have a quick look, and no, they do not.
Hey, Renee. Is this column load-bearing? Sorry. If you smash this, will that ceiling smash us?
He goes up to the column and he takes like a little tool hammer. He hits one of the other columns. This sounds solid. He hits this one and it sounds hollow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's something in there. Hey, Zero, mind if we borrow your little fart cloud?
What?
You know, your shadow thing.
Oh. Maffei.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zero
last week.
Zero will come down with Maffei.
The dates on the column, or are they significant dates, or they're just
Look at that.
They would put this around. They would put these at around the time when the family was damned.
Okay. Zeta's like detecting magic.
I'm
Okay.
I was putting my money that skeleton, that ghost we fought was probably that chick. That's bones are probably in that pillar. That's what I'm guessing, anyways.
It's like Ahmed's played D&D before.
Shit, that's how you do it, right? That's what I do.
Maffei goes and has a look and pops her head in and pops her head back out, given that she's incorporeal. Indeed, there is a hollow crevice.
Wait, I'm an elemental. Stick my head in myself.
There is a corpse inside, wearing a dress-like robe.
She chose her fate.
Is it hollow in there?
Yes, there is a space for her. She is lying around.
Is there anything of value in there?
She is impaled on something.
Give me a sec here.
Grizaak's gonna stick his head in. Detect magic, all the good stuff.
Okay.
Alright, see what we got here.
It looks like a very ghoulish longsword that she might have impaled herself on. And then she's kind of wrapped around the sword, like they kind of let her,
Okay, is this
kind of
sword
wrapped her
magical?
up. The sword is definitely giving off necromancy.
Is the sword coming out of the ground, or like, is there a way to extract it?
You move through stone, so you could pick up the sword while you're inside and then pull it out with you.
And do that with her and the stone and the sword.
Yep, she is desiccated bones, brittle bones, barely held together by thin mummified flesh. And then there's a ghoulish-looking longsword.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, Grizaak pulls the whole mess out.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some space here. I'll let everybody
You heard like the distant kind of giggling of the many spirits that were around the ghost.
You're welcome, guys. Let's fuck this one over.
Okay, what are you doing with the corpse? It's kind of falling apart. Like, oh, there goes her leg. Like she's kind of as you're trying to drag it all out.
Hey, Arlen, I got a girlfriend for you. That's not nice.
He's gonna unceremoniously just lop it on the floor.
Okay, there are a bunch of bones and finger
And
bones
he's gonna go
separated.
put his back against the wall. And he's like,
All right, do your thing, guys.
he's like,
We have spells running. We should.
For fuck's sakes.
There is a chance that burning this, Azira, may harm the spirit.
Alright, let's do it then.
Spirit is not here right now. Burn this later.
It is a nasty spirit that we do not want coming back, says Renee.
It's dealt with right now. We have spells running and a dungeon to finish. Sorry, crypt.
Okay, well, all right.
Hey, Sparky, would you hit it with a couple of lightning strikes?
Sparky comes over and is scattering the bones around.
3D thing.
Oh, with the big
Does that
lightning
call
bolt.
lightning?
Okay, it can't make its reflex save, so you've used the rest of the call lightning spell to pound the bones and the dress into little tiny bits.
If there was magic on them, out of the ring or whatever, I would have picked that shit off.
The only thing that is magical is the necromantic sword that she was
Don't take that sword off of her.
that she was ritualistically killed with, or committed suicide. You're not
Renee,
sure.
would you mind carrying that till we've identified it? I'm not sure I like the look of it.
Okay, he picks up the sword and sticks it into his
Feels
belt.
good. All right.
Alright.
It's grim. The handle looks like it's a carved hand, like a clawed hand holding on to the blade.
Okay. Lovely.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yep.
Alright, what do we got here?
Grim kind of cross, grim kind of like a cross on the hilt and like a ghoulish hand holding onto the sword.
I put the ghoulish longsword in party treasure. I mean, I should put it on
Yeah.
an ace sheet instead.
Ah, party treasure's fine.
Grizaak's gonna do the perimeter.
Okay, so with your
Not behind.
36 Grizaak, you notice that there might be a doorway here. This is your stone cutting.
Okay.
Although you don't see an obvious way how to open it. You're kind of pushing against it and you're looking.
This is all stone, right?
Renee, give me a perception check versus traps.
Okay.
Zeta is going to cast heroism on Renee
Perception versus traps.
because he was having some trouble there, plus traps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Renee, where is the? Does he have anything specific? It doesn't say anything for traps. Let's see, traps. Traps, Renee. +5 to disable. Nothing for perception. So
He's got a +2 now from heroism.
Okay, so +22. 32.
Okay. He 32.
Yep.
He's pretty certain that the section of wall that Grizaak's trying to push open is trapped.
Are you saying I shouldn't be doing that? Alright.
It appears that he grabs your hand. It appears that there is a massive electrical trap on this section.
Alright, we'll just put the proper spells and write it out.
Do you want me to have a look in the crypt here?
Actually, it's a good idea.
Maffei flies over when Zero waves her hand and dips her head in. There is a corpse inside.
Check it for traps.
Yeah. Renee eventually has a look and then cracks this mahogany box open and rips off the lid. Inside the coffin are the mummified remains of a warrior, still dressed in his now rusted plate armor.
Rusted.
They didn't like him much, did they?
His howling Medusa head helmet is not rusted.
Ooh.
And there is a ostentatious looking ring that has a gem that's shifting colors.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll put that on party pages ring.
The ring bears the sigil of the howling Medusa, and the gem is actually inside of the Medusa's mouth, like it's an apple inside a pig's mouth. Yep. You're gonna like that ring.
So there's that ring and there's a helmet. No weapon?
He looks like he has a scabbard. It is also rusted. That may have fit the longsword that his supposed daughter committed suicide with.
Dick. Alright. Hey, Rennie, why don't you look for traps inside of this thing? Can you check, hey, Maffei, can you check your underneath if there's something other maybe he's got some treasure underneath.
Not if there are traps, says Zira, and Mefay comes flying back.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Get rid of the trap first, and she's gonna move. She's moving back.
Yeah, Zeta's gonna follow suit.
Great trapper.
Sparky comes forward when he heard electrical trap. He's not afraid of that.
Hey, Sparky, can you gather up that dust over there that you blew up? You're gonna burn it later.
Oh, all the little bits of bones and that sort of thing? Okay, yeah, Sparky has a task of basically playing...
He's basically a vacuum cleaner.
right, one of those smart vacuum cleaners, the robotic ones.
A Roomba.
A Roomba, he's Roombaing the dirt around and collecting it all up into little piles. He's actually pretty good at that. Little kind of static shocks as some of the dust goes away, is like zapping the particles and...
He's having fun.
Oh yeah, you gave him a good a job suitable to his ability. Okay, Renee is having a look at the trap. He thinks that he could disable it. This is a big trap. It will probably affect everyone up here.
Alright, get the fuck out of here, guys.
Up on this dais.
Oh, alright, just me and you then. Alright. Hey, Sparks.
Sparks stops what he's doing.
Yeah.
Floats up.
You might want to enjoy. You're probably gonna enjoy this.
Okay. He comes forward happily.
Actually, is it the dust somewhere? Like, is he collected or is he still?
He was kind of making it into a tighter pile, but there's like the dust.
Grizaak's gonna go over and cast acid splash on it and just melt it to shit.
Okay.
Try coming out of this now.
Did you read the module? I guess some things are kind of obvious. Huh, that pillar's in a weird spot.
No, it's got a name on it.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. That's neat.
It's protecting it's protecting the guy.
I appreciate your sixth sense.
Sometimes Ahmed thinks well, like the ring with the rainbows. Sometimes he buys a carpet.
All right, Rene breaks out his tools, and then sometimes he buys a flying carpet, right? And then begins to try to ground the lightning trap.
Guidance? I don't know if that stacks with heroism.
Heroism is a morale bonus?
I believe so, yes.
And guidance is a go fuck yourself bonus.
I don't think that's what kind of bonus it is. No.
It's the creature get competence.
Yeah,
you
so
go.
they stack.
Here you go.
Okay. Give me a roll. I need whoever wants
sorry.
to.
1d20 plus 23. 32.
Okay, he is able to ruin but disable the chain lightning trap.
Awesome.
That's a good try. That's a good one.
Yeah, it arcs all over the place. Sparky basically twirls like a little zephyr and tries to catch the sparks and misses a bunch, and he's having fun. I still don't know how to get in here. The mechanism is not on this wall.
Remember when we were in that square room? And they were opposites.
Check the other wall, I think he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I keep you around.
He does a thorough search of this other wall. It takes a few minutes.
Grizaak will look with him as well.
Yeah,
you got, by the way, you got as far as go make me, and her eyebrow went up in a very threatening manner.
There is nothing that you find on this wall.
Yeah. Mechanism is not here.
Alright, Grizaak's gonna stick his head in the wall and see what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Try to figure it out. Like, all right, that's a hinge.
Grizaak finds a octagonal chamber. There are 5 white marble pedestals, each 4 feet in height, that line the walls. and there are some items atop each of the pedestals.
Yep.
There is a bronze plaque that reads from north to south: his shaving razor, his comb, his favorite goblet, his pipe, and his gaming dice.
All you guys hear is motherfucker through the stone.
That's useless. Alright.
Well, everything's symmetrical here.
We're sticking our head in this fucking side.
There is a metal plate on the
On that wall.
in the middle of the floor.
Oh, where?
Maybe
Here.
12.
Yep.
Yeah, look what we got here.
It's something that sticks out to your stone cunning and the fact that you're in like elemental form.
Okay, he's gonna glide under the ground and see if that's somehow connected to this wall.
It is. Underneath the metal plate, you find that the metal plate, they should have made a box because you're able to kind of just stick your head underneath into a... it's a trap door with stuff underneath it. It looks locked. And there are treasures inside of the space beneath the metal plate.
You're welcome, guys.
I'm just saying, Grizaak's getting he's finding all the treasure. Is all I'm saying.
Knows.
Should have made him fucking treasure dwarf.
Treasure dwarf.
Treasures.
He's got his.
Yeah, you know what? We probably would like treasure dwarf more than poop finger in your mouth dwarf.
Why do you do that when I sleep? Okay.
Alright, well, I can, so, there's stuff inside. There's, haven't figured out how this door opens yet.
Actually, Marty, he's gonna stick his head around like in a vertical plane, go around like the door and see where the lock is. See, and then follow.
Yeah, there is a lock that can be picked. And then you wander around the door, and you actually find some very strong cables that lead to the fountain.
The fountain. Oh! Son of a bitch. Hey, Renee. Look, there's something in here, buddy.
Yep, Grizaak goes and finds a lever kind of on the inside lip of the fountain. He pulls it. The trap door, a very small trap door, opens. Renee has a quick look inside. He doesn't find any traps along the pedestals. Just these fine implements like these were his favorite things in life. Or weird that they made a big deal out of his personal effects.
Detect magic.
The shaving razor, the jade comb carved with a dragon handle, the gold goblet with tiny rubies, the bronze and ivory pipe, and the 2 jade 6-sided gaming dice are not worth more than a few hundred gold pieces apiece.
Well, that's still a few hundred gold pieces apiece then.
Inside the chamber, which, Grizaak, are you letting Renee pick the lock, or are you just going in and grabbing the stuff by the time Renee finishes picking the lock?
I'll let him feel useful.
Okay, Renee, he
While
gives
he's
you a look
picking
while
while he's picking it, I stick my head up.
Are you done yet?
It could be trapped down there, you know.
Come out.
He picks the lock, opens up this really old hatch door. Inside, you find some smelted ingots of platinum.
Nice.
A folded tapestry depicting. I'll copy these all down. A folded tapestry depicting woodland scene of satyrs and nymphs.
Okay.
A bronze lantern with what looks like a continual flame cast inside of it, and a magical bottle that looks like it has clouds inside of it.
Ooh, Grizaak wants to. He's interested in that one, whatever the fuck that is.
Does anyone
Someone farted in a bottle. It is incredible.
Simple minds.
Oh. Does anyone mind if I take these jade dice? They'd make a wonderful gift for a friend.
Yeah, they're worth 50 gold pieces apiece.
Yeah, she's just gonna pocket them.
Okay. I will put them directly on Zita's character sheet. Is that what
I wonder how they stuck that. Oh, that one.
I'll take them.
Okay. As you'll learn later, I'm just gonna put that under your treasure.
Sure.
I've also added to Zita's treasure that you're carrying Evander's talisman.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is his talisman of strength, which gives him connection to his witch patron.
Yeah. And it doesn't do anything for me. It's just
Correct. You've got a braid of your brother's hair, grandfather Fabian's ornate hairbrush, which you've used many times to brush probably his hair. The owlbear feather, which was a gift from Callie, and now you have your 2 jade 6-sided dice.
yeah, just gonna give those to her friend at who runs the retreat.
Nice. Okay, Renee, I think we found everything that we need here. You'll discover later that the real treasure is the sword and the ring.
Figured.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, next.
Did in this side, Marty Grizaak didn't find anything?
No, they simply bricked up that wall so that it would be symmetrical with the other side.
Gotcha. All right.
Or the DM bricked up the map so that you wouldn't see the secret passageway at the S. Fucking maps. All right.
Marty, I'd like to check where there's a giant S here, please.
Right, it's just like these beautiful fucking maps, and no player goddamn version of them. That did take some time. That took maybe 10 minutes of time. I know you're trying to optimize your minute per levels, but once you start
No, that's fine. It's
cracking things open.
Mulgrimir's he's an oracle. He's got lots of spells. Not a lot to choose
Vergovane,
from.
you mean?
That's what I said.
You said Mulgrimir.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
They're nothing alike.
Yeah. So he says. Okay.
He did say
Jack?
Mulgrimir, didn't he?
Sense motive.
Oh, don't you
On
go
Mark.
to me. Vergovane pulls off his lizard man mask.
I'm the character everyone hated from a previous campaign.
No, as an oracle though, he's got lots of spells, so he's not worried about one pulse strength going down.
Actually, Marty, if I'm an earth elemental and I just stay still, do I look like a statue?
You do not have the special quality called there's the gargoyle quality called freeze, I believe.
That would be fucking hilarious.
I don't know if there's a way for you to get that via
That's an
spells.
ugly statue.
So gargoyles are monstrous humanoids. I know that there are spells that called assume humanoid form. You might be able to get or assume monstrous form. Monstrous physique, or they're called. If you had that spell, I'm pretty sure that one of those versions of the spells would grant you freeze. So there is a way to get it, but not the way you have it. Might be worth a feat if you wanted to spend a feat on that.
We'll see. I just thought that'd be funny. Just funny for Grizaak to do.
Do we find everything we need? Says Callie.
Yeah,
She noticed you
so.
guys dragging some stuff up, and you redistribute some of the equipment. Kamos, Lauren is just smiling.
I'm glad you helped in that one.
He nods. I can help if you wish.
Next.
Fuck me.
I am more interested in this next chamber. The Dalums were known for their sweet prayers.
Sweet prayers, what do you mean? You have a sweet tooth?
These are the ones who turned against the five-faced god.
Oh. Well, we don't like the five-faced god, says Callie.
No, fuck that guy. Or with those 5 guys, I guess. I don't know.
No, we don't. She says that, like, to see if there's any reaction from anybody. Who's got an issue with me hating the five-faced god?
Renee is just fiddling with his gear, and he didn't stop fiddling with his gear. Zira almost like didn't even hear the name. Grizaak was the one swearing, "Fuck that guy." Callie's like, Kamos is just grinning. He finds it all very amusing. Vlauveng doesn't seem to care. He's just watching you guys.
All right.
He's here for the money.
Pretty much. All right.
Fuck it, I'm on the clock. Take your time.
Next.
It's like a cabbie. Alright.
Unless there's any objections.
No, let's keep going.
All right.
I'm on a streak. Yeah! Go, Grizaak!
Zeta
Sparky comes
casts
to high five him.
invisibility on herself because fuck what happened last time.
That's smart.
Okay.
Actually, Marty, before we touch the third one, Grizaak's gonna go and touch the one that's already activated to see if it like turns off. You know what I mean?
It does.
And then
You can no longer see the staircase. The mists are trying to obscure it, but there's a flash and there's just a wall.
Still doesn't mean it wouldn't turn off on its own, though.
Yeah, maybe we got to leave someone up here. Smart.
he goes. He.
Are you okay? Says Callie.
The healing spells, I am fine, but that was a very close call.
She kind of goes like, "Are you okay?" Because like the wound was all across the front of your body.
Mm-hmm. I'll be fine.
You know, I'm a very good a surgeon of medical bodies.
Shut up, Grizaak.
I'm good with goblins. Trust me.
Callie pushes Eda out of the way and punches Grizaak in the arm.
If he ever tries
Gnome down!
If he ever tries any surgery on me, you have my permission to choke him out.
Uh-huh. She cracks her knuckles.
Fine. Come here, Sparky. Fuck these guys. I know you love me.
Sparky just obeys his master and is sparking all over the place.
Alright. Let's go for the cross then.
Okay. Who is touching the sigil?
I didn't live this long by being an asshole or being a dumb asshole.
Go ahead, Renee, why don't you?
Renee, the other two did not do anything. I do not see any problem. He just sort of crouches down and taps it and then steps back up. You notice that there is a flash and more mists as there is a third distinct staircase that is revealed.
Wow, Grizaak, your spell was really good to get rid of all that mist. Oh, you're welcome. I try to help where I can. No, seriously, you're the best, Grizaak. Thank you.
So let's try to go
Praise
quietly this time. She's looking at, well, you can't see her. Renee, would you lead the way, please?
Don't forget your stealth song.
Oh my goodness. So Renee leads the way, checking for traps. I think he's got Trap Finder, doesn't he? I just can't see an Adam Rogue without Trap Finder.
He does.
Yeah. Check. Because I can't see even a Mark Rogue without Trap Finder.
The sad vault that sits before you it speaks volumes about the alarming mortality of Adellan offspring during the
Holy shit.
during the time of upheaval. This room is a children's vault.
Oh, that is so sad.
The flight of stairs shrouded in fog that is being set aside by the gentle winds of Grizaak's spells reveal the sad sight of all smaller than normal size sarcophagi.
That is so sad. Send Mafan to see if they've got gold rattles.
Oh, that's so sad. Let's get rid of that.
From the carved dates, it is obvious that no occupant has made it past the age of 12, and there are many infants. Maffei dutifully goes and sticks her head into a bunch of these things. These mortared lids, while they might lift a little bit easier than the standard variety due to their smaller size, do not contain much of anything of value. She spends several minutes poking through the child tombs.
But are these what are these three things?
These three are larger sarcophagi.
Okay. Maffei, can you
And they have a very
wait to Rennie. Sorry.
they have a very grim inscription upon them that says for the young ones. And there are simple notches in the boxes, and it suggests that these larger sarcophagi in the center are where there are babies.
Okay.
This place is fucked. Even I don't like this.
There is a door that looks like it's less a door and more of a sealed shut stone wall that leads beyond this chamber.
This would cause anyone to lose their faith.
Keep in mind,
I wish to move on.
the Imperium did lock entire families in here.
That's a fucking problem.
I think Zira's going to stay up, Sparky's staying behind, Callie's going to kind of go halfway down the steps out of curiosity.
Grizaak's, wait.
Yeah, here, let me give me a hand there, Rennie.
Grizaak's gonna start looking in the stone.
Okay.
Start here.
Remember, you only got one eye left, right?
True.
Stick your face through.
Wait. Actually, you.
There is a bit of, it is colder, says Renee.
Trap.
I don't see any trap. This is just a very big block. It can be pushed up.
Sorry, Marty, you cut out. It's a what?
It's a very big block. It can be pushed up. See this Anold's ear? But it will rapidly come back down. There is some counterweight, but we may have to prop it up with something once we get it open.
Can Murgovane lift the like a sarcophagus lid?
Yeah. One of the small ones or one of the big ones?
One of the small ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Big enough to come under.
Inside there's a small girl, could have been somewhere between the age of 6 and 9, and is in a little dress, and she's a little skeleton.
We will find you rest, child.
But you've got this big stone lid now in your hands.
He hands it to Renee.
Okay, he props it right up to the side. I think we don't want to go lengthwise. I think we want to go widthwise. It will be high enough for us to roll under.
Yes, that is the idea.
Grab the other side with me.
Let me cast Bull Strength on himself first.
Okay, Renee starts to lift his side, and Murgovane starts to lift the other. Renee will aid Murgovane, I guess.
Yep. Oh, I got that thing. That's not good. All right. Anyway.
Renee's strength is 18.
Mine right now is 24.
Okay, he aids.
22?
Yeah.
Sorry. 24. Anyway.
Yeah, between the two of you, you're able to lift it up. Grizaak, do you want to slide the lid underneath?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the first thing you guys notice when you lift the door up to kind of like between your knee and your pelvis in height is that there's a lot of cold coming out of the next room. It's like many degrees colder. There is a bit of rime along the floor. Grizaak, you can see the many footprints of those strange bug devils that you had fought before.
Yeah.
Nothing moves. Grizaak, you're able to put the stone lid kind of sideways up against the wall, and the whole thing shutters down for a temporary fix. You'll be able to take a squeeze action to roll under the door.
Are there handholds on the other side?
You're gonna pop your head under and have a look.
Yeah, Arthur, and I'll stick my head through though.
Okay, you stick your head through the wall. Nope, there are no handholds on the other side, which would make it just more difficult to lift up.
Okay.
There's a bit of rime that is coming off the sides of the walls.
We'll hand out some protection from energy, I think.
Yeah, give me a sec here. Get closer and I'll cast it on all of you.
Oh, that would be quite convenient.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome.
Protection from energy communal.
Nice.
The
Cool.
vault of the room rises to 25 feet, and there's a beautiful geometric, strange design to the carpet that is in the middle of the floor.
If this fucking thing flies, I swear to God. So, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. They come back flying on this 50-foot carpet. We found it. Like, oh, fuck.
No?
Renee, we will allow Renee to go ahead and check for traps.
Okay.
Check around the carpet. It doesn't look.
Grizaak and Sparky. You're Sparkinator.
He's way back. Renee, you actually see him go up to the carpet. He pokes around a little bit. He tries to lift it up, and it's almost like it's partially frozen to the floor. He kind of gives it a good rip.
Grizaak's slowly behind him. And detect magic's going off over his shoulder.
Yeah, there are magics about the carpet. They seem to be faint, but they are distinct from the magic of this place. Conjuration is the name of it. And when he disturbed the carpet slightly, there was a bit of a smell of like freezer burned meat and sulfur.
Hey, Renee, remember the carpet in your place? Could be one of those.
I do.
Could be one of these. Only a lot bigger. Well, don't carry that around.
He draws an actual arrow and just chucks it into the middle of the carpet. I do not see a trap.
Grizaak will stick his head and see if there's something beneath the carpet.
Okay, you go under the stone and you find interlocking stones and then actual like bedrock.
Okay.
Renee does I do not see any trap about this. Zeta, give me a knowledge planes.
I will take 10 and get 37.
We like you.
That's why she's around, really. It's
That's why you're around. Zeta Britannica.
I'm not getting any drop frames on my end, Drake.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that. I think it's my connection.
no, I was kind of broken up for me too.
Yeah, so... Ooh. Twitch isn't around. What's going on?
Okay, do you want me to restart?
Oh, with the Twitch? Oh,
Yep.
yeah, there was a error. Error 2000.
You could try resetting your browser.
I just refreshed it.
Okay. Let me
No,
see if
It says live.
let me see if I can do something to reduce the load on my end, but
No, it's still not loading.
Drake?
there was a network error. Please try again. Ooh.
Okay, hey guys, we are aware of the issues. One moment. Wow.
I'm just going to change server.
I'm gonna get a snack. That's how I'll be useful.
I'm gonna check my IP address.
You do that.
Okay, I restarted on a different server.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Just loaded.
Great. When we re-watch on YouTube, because I'm recording this locally, we will get all of the joy of the Error 2000. But you get to see our faces as we were like, what's going on? All right, so Zita is having a look at the carpet. Renee does not think that there are any traps here. This place is unnaturally cold. Grizaak, you are seeing a little bit of conjuration coming off the carpet itself.
Okay, spellcraft. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Spellcraft. Come on, Grizaak. 15. Yep. 21.
Might be the carpet that's doing it.
Somebody's audio. Can you mute and unmute, Mark? Yeah, I'm getting like a fridge or something in the background. Something going boo.
Oh, I think it was just the level, the auto.
Okay.
Oh. We'll see.
All right. Zita and Grizaak, spellcraft or knowledge planes.
I had a 21.
I got a 37 on the knowledge planes.
Oh, the sigil is something that would be used on the carpet to conjure demons, or not demons, devils. And then Grizaak sees the same footprints from the ice devils that you fought that teleported in to attack you. You see their footprints all over this place.
It's like this is our.
This is what was used to create those, to bring those insectoid
Somebody give me a
devils.
reason not to blow this thing the fuck up.
It can be payment for our horned friend out there.
Yeah, do you want to give that guy this thing? Seriously?
I can hear you, says Kamos, and I do have a name. He steps into the room.
Yeah, that horny guy can hear us.
It has been a while since I've lain with a woman. Or a man, he says.
This guy's freaking me out. I'm not interested. Too horny for me. But not really.
He looks at it. Ah, yes. I see that we have a conjurer in our midst. Perhaps one of the Adellans. The Dalams have, made the proper sacrifice, and he glances behind himself to the room with all the children bodies.
Oh, disgusting.
It is rather chill in here, I see, by the goose pimples on your flesh.
We all have endure, or not endure elements, resist.
And Zita's
Protection from it.
Zita's got natural resistance to cold.
Oh, okay. So does Kamos, so he doesn't seem to be bothered by it. A fitting place for those devils.
Let's check these doors.
He barks something out in a tongue that you assume is infernal. Grashkort, Deshtaran. And nothing answers. I do not sense the presence of anything devilish, and he's tapping to his head like that means something. Still, I would be cautious. Many greater devils can hide from normal sight.
Is that cast see invisibility? Let's see.
That's actually a very good idea. Yeah, we'll go see invisibility. Everybody's casting see invisibility.
How long does see invisibility last? 10 minutes per level. It's still running. We cast
Okay.
it. We cast it from before.
All right.
It's gonna last for 2 hours almost.
Right.
Been 2 hours yet.
I thought it was a minute per level, so I already took it off. But
It's
I guess
20.
it's still running. It's still running. All right.
10 minutes per level.
Good to know. Renee, let's start getting to work on these doors, if you would.
Are these clearly doors, or do you need? Oh, they are. No matter. So.
Yep, they're doors.
Huh.
No, actually, no. They're sealed like the other ones are.
Like with hands, like.
Yep. Yeah, you can lift them.
Okay. See if we got some here.
Renee checks for traps.
Yeah, Renee's having a look around for traps. On this particular one. Two.
It's too bad.
He asks Murgovane to get a few more of the lids.
Ergovane grabs a couple, drives them back.
After, we'll say, 10 minutes of work, you've managed to work open both of these side chambers. They contain bodies that are kind of stacked along shelves and in alcoves. There doesn't appear to be any traps on them. However, your detect magic does reveal that they may be cursed in a similar way that other bodies have.
To do this to your own tribe is monstrous. The patriarchs of this family deserve
I
whatever
wouldn't
foul
step on
fate
that,
befell them.
Murgovane.
Sorry, I thought you stepped on the carpet. Sorry.
No, sorry, you guys are looking into some of the crypts. Maffei goes and flies around. Renee sneaks in to have a look to make sure there are any traps. Grizaak was detecting magic. And
will do the thing around the walls again.
yeah, you walk around the walls while you're detecting magic. Maffei doesn't touch any of the corpses. Strangely enough, these corpses don't have much of value.
Because they were sacrifices.
Some of them do show signs that they died violent ends and were wrapped up and then stuck into the alcoves. You do see the devilish tracks somehow, even though the door wasn't open and kind of frozen shut, are also kind of traipsing through here. Perhaps the devils got their due, says Kamos.
Alright. And they're the same on both sides. There's just a whole bunch of bodies.
Yep.
I wish to leave here as soon as possible.
How many bodies are in each?
40?
In each?
Yep.
Exactly 40.
No, like
Or around. Okay, no problem.
approximately 20 on either wall.
Okay, got you.
Alright, well, fuck, that's just fucked up. Alright. Alright, Renee. Do your thing, buddy.
Okay, Renee lifts up this next stone wall with or a stone door with Murgovane's help.
Grizaak is getting out of the way.
Immediately you notice that this chamber is different from the others. The first thing that stands out is that there are hundreds of broken female nails on the backside of the wall. And this thing was pretty difficult to lift compared to the others. Like, it was a bit heavier.
Okay.
This particular chamber, instead of bodies, just has skulls sitting in the large shelves on either side. And there is a pit a hole in the floor that seems to drop down. Bones are mortared into the niches in artfully arranged patterns, while the skulls that are packed and sitting along the shelves are jawless.
I suddenly wish we had rat on my back.
There probably are 200 people's bones in this room.
And we're looking at about, I don't know, maybe 2,000 or so nails on the floor. Is that what we're looking at? A few hundred, maybe?
Grizaak, with your insane perception, thought you heard a woman's crying come to a halt as you were forcing the door open. The woman's crying as Grizaak was around the corner. Well, you're not too sure where it came from. It sounded echoey.
If you've got a communal death board, I'm all for it. I'm just saying.
I don't. I used that earlier on.
Renee's like, we are going to need 2 lids for this one. This is heavy.
Oh.
Murgovane and Renee are barely able to open it. Get some lids.
Alright, Grizaak will go and go get him. What's Grizaak's strength?
Kamos will go and help.
I have a 14.
I can help. Runs up Callie.
Oh, wait.
Oh, we gotta disturb the kid graves? Oh.
Sorry, little guys.
It must be done. You grab a couple of lids, and the two of you, Kamos and Grizaak grabbing one between the two of them, and Callie carrying one all by herself.
Show off.
While Renee and Murgovane are holding the door open, struggling a little bit, and you guys, all 3 of you, or 4 of you, including Maffei, heard like a, my son. Just sort of sobbing. It is echoey and seems to be coming from down. Due to the echoing, you would surmise that there is a big space down there. Something crying in the dark.
Okay. All right, we
Wait,
fix
what,
the door.
what is Callie's strength?
It's 14
Oh, Grizaak can
or
pick one of
13 or something.
Grizaak has a strength of 18 right now.
Huh.
I'm-
Okay, well
yeah.
then Callie dragged a lid and Grizaak carried one.
I thought Callie was very strong.
So did I for some reason.
No.
Between Callie, Grizaak, Murgovane, and Renee, you managed to position 2 of the lids underneath the door so that it kind of rests down in an open manner. With that bit of noise and kind of shuffling, the crying stopped a little bit. Hello?
Oh, she's starting to speak. Fuck that. Grizaak's about to go through. He's like, whoa, fuck that. All right, Renee, get your bow out.
Is there somebody there?
Yes. We're here to help. Zeta.
Did you bring my darling?
Who's your darling?
My son.
Oh,
What is your son's name?